Shelby.
Take a mild.
Right.
Cheers, Thomas. Good health to you. Crown of a prince. Soon to be king, I'd bet.
You don't bet.
No. These past few days I've been speculating.
About what?
One of my union comrades has a sister. Works in a telegraph office at the BSA factory. She says over the past week they've had messages coming up from London to the brass. From Winston Churchill himself. Something about a robbery. A robbery of national significance, it said. She found a list of names left on the telegraph machine. And on that list was your name and my name together. What kind of a list would have a name of a communist and a name of a bookmaker side by side?
Perhaps it's a list of men who give false hope to the poor. The only difference between you and me, Freddie, is that sometimes my horses stand a chance of winning.
You know, there are days when I hear about the cuttings and beatings that I really wish I'd let you take that bullet in France.
Believe me, there are nights I wish you had.
On three! 1, 2, 3, down! Breathe, Danny! Breathe!
I got to go, mate! Danny, you're home. We're all home in England. You're not in France. You're not an artillery shell, Danny. You're a man.
Hey! You're not a whiz-bang. You're a human being, Danny. You're all right. You're all right. You're all right.
Up. Up.
It's all right.
Oh, hell. Did I do it again?
You did it again, Danny. You gotta stop doing this, man. It's all right.
Oh, God, Mr. Shelby, I'm sorry.
It's all right. You go home to your wife now, Danny. And get all that smoke and mud out of your head, eh?
Yes, Mr. Shelby. I'm sorry.
Go on.
Mr. Shelby, you have to do something about it.
Damn right, Harry. You pay the Peaky Blinders a lot of money for protection. You're the law around here now, Tommy, aren't you? Maybe you should put a bullet in Danny Whiz-Bang's head like they do with mad horses. Maybe you'll have to put a bullet in my head someday, too.
Bring the bill to the Peaky Blinders. We'll take care of it.
Right. I've called this family meeting because I've got some very important news. Scudboat and Lovelock got back from Belfast last night. They were buying a stallion to cover their mares. They were in a pub on the Shankill Road yesterday, and in that pub there was a copper handing out these.
If you're over 5 feet and can fight, come to Birmingham.
They're recruiting Protestant Irishmen to come over here as special.
To do what?
To clean up the city, Ada. He's the chief inspector. The last 4 years, he's been clearing the IRA out of Belfast.
How do you know so bloody much?
Because I asked the coppers on our payroll.
And why didn't you tell me?
I'm telling you.
So why are they sending him to Birmingham?
Well, there's been all these bloody strikes at the BSA and the Austin works lately. Now the papers are talking about sedition and revolution. I reckon it's communists he's after.
So this copper's going to leave us alone, right?
There are Irishmen in Green Lanes who left Belfast to get away from him. They say Catholic men who crossed them used to disappear in the night.
Yeah, but we ain't IRA. We bloody fought for the king. Anyway, we're Peaky Blinders. We're not scared of coppers.
That's right.
If they come for us, we'll cut them a smile each.
So, Arthur, is that it?
What do you think, Aunt Pal?
This family does everything open. You've nothing more to say to this meeting, Thomas?
No. Nothing that's women's business.
This whole bloody enterprise was women's business while you boys were away at war. What's changed?
We came back. I have 10 minutes. What do you want?
An explanation. Always been able to tell when you're hiding something. People around here talk. Some of them work at the BSA. I've been talking to the wives of factory hands. Detectives have been asking questions in the proofing shops. Nothing happens in that factory without you knowing about it. Speak. God and Aunt Polly are listening.
It was meant to be routine. I had a buyer in London for some motorcycles. I asked my men to steal me 4 bikes with petrol engines. I'm guessing my men were drunk. There's a still inside the factory makes tramline gin. They picked up the wrong fucking crate. The boys dropped it to Charlie Strong's yard as agreed. They must have taken it from the proofing bay instead of the export bay.
Holy sweet baby of Mary.
Inside, we found 25 Lewis machine guns, 10,000 rounds of ammunition, 50 semi-automatic rifles, 200 pistols with shells.
Jesus, Tommy.
All bound for Libya. Sitting right there in Charlie Strong's yard.
Tell me you threw them in the cut.
We put them in the stables out of the rain. The guns hadn't been greased yet.
So that's why they sent a copper from Belfast?
Maybe, maybe not.
Thomas, you're a bookmaker, a robber, a fighting man. You're not a fool.
You sell those guns to anyone who has use to them, you will hang. Dump them somewhere the police can find them. Maybe if they know they haven't fallen into the wrong hands, this might blow over. Tell Charlie to dump them tonight.
No. He won't move contraband under a full moon. 3 days until it wanes.
Then you'll do the right thing. You have your mother's common sense, but your father's devilment. See them fighting.
Let your mother win. Sorry, Mr. Shelby. Sorry.
Right.
You're right away from Mr. Shelby.
Shelby?
This way. You see, ladies, when you're out with a blinder, you don't have to kill. Right. I want a blowjob off both of you before they let the ordinary people in. Where you go? Take your hat. What the fuck? Who the fuck are you? I'm Arthur fucking Shelby!
Arthur Shelby, lead pack dog of the Peaky Blinders. Look at me. Your uniform. Terrifying, I'm sure. Do you have a gun?
No gun. Knife in his sock, cosh in his belt.
Now, Mr. Shelby, I want you to see this as me introducing myself to you. Understand? In all the world, the only thing that interests me is the truth. So, what do you know about the robbery?
What robbery?
I will ask you again. What do you know about the robbery?
I swear to God, I don't know what you're talking about. What fucking robbery?
After 35 years of dealing with animals like you, I can tell just by snuffing the air whether or not you're lying.
I'm not fucking lying. All right? I'm not fucking lying.
I know. I see nothing of interest behind the blood in your eyes. And no blood in your veins that could carry even a trace of cunning or guile. But understand this. That is well within my power to have you and the rest of your scum family face down in the canal before the year is out. On the other hand, we can help each other.
John wiped the blood out of his eye.
Since when did you give orders?
I'm a trained nurse.
Don't make me laugh. It hurts me face.
I bloody am.
You went to one first aid class in the church hall and got thrown out for giggling?
Not before I learned how to stop somebody from choking.
I'm not bloody joking, am I?
You will be when I wrap this cloth round your neck.
Let me see him. All right, have this. Give me that.
You're all right. He said Mr. Churchill sent him to Birmingham. National interest, he said. Something about a robbery. Said he wants us to help him.
We don't help coppers.
He knew all about our war records. He said we're patriots. Like him. Wants us to be his eyes and ears. I said we'd have a family meeting. Take a vote. Well, why not? We've no truck with Fenians or communists. What's wrong with you? What the fuck is wrong with him lately?
If I knew, I'd buy the cure from Compton's chemists.
Secretary of State, this is Chief Inspector Campbell.
Mr. Churchill, sir. May I say what a great honour it is to meet you?
Bit of a whistle-stop tour. Love the hat, by the way.
Thank you. It's Beaver.
So, are you settling in?
I've set up a command network. I have agents in place across the city who will act as my eyes and ears. And I've begun to interrogate suspects vigorously.
You were in Belfast. I understand you broke a few Fenian hearts.
A rat's nest, sir.
So who do you think stole the guns? The Fenians or the communists?
If it is the IRA Fenians, I will find them and find the guns. If it is the communists, I will find them and find the guns. If it is common criminals, I will find them and find the guns. To me, there is no distinction between any of the above.
We chose you because you're effective. But remember this, Mr. Campbell. This is England, not Belfast. Bodies thrown in the rivers wash up in the papers here. We must keep the existence of these stolen guns out of the news, otherwise we're simply advertising them for sale. If there are bodies to be buried, dig holes and dig them deep. I want everything accounted for, down to the last bullet.
Uncle Charlie, a word.
Get aboard. There's no moon. We can take him out to the turning point beyond Gas Street and leave him on the bank. They'll be found by railwaymen first thing. Is that agreement?
I changed my mind.
You what?
I have an alternative strategy. Tell Curly to take her out to the old tobacco wharf. There's a lock-up mooring we used to keep cigarettes. He knows it. When the boat leaves your yard, it's no longer your concern.
Have you lost your fucking mind? Have you not seen the streets? They've sent a fucking army to find these things.
That's right. They've shown their hand.
Their hand?
If they want them back this bad, they'll have to pay. That's the way of the world. Fortune drops something valuable into your lap, you don't just dump it on the back of the cut.
Your blood, Tommy. I've always looked out for you like a dad. You're going to bring only hell down on your head. This copper takes no prisoners.
I'm told he didn't serve. Reserved occupation.
Is it another war you're looking for, Tommy?
The Tobacco Wharf. By order of the Peaky Blinders.
possession?
I am, sir.
First impressions?
I'm quite shocked at how these people live. Have you found anything out that might help me?
I interrogated the head of the Peaky Blinders. He didn't know anything. A brute.
It strikes me that it isn't Arthur who heads the Shelby family. It's the younger one, Thomas. They say he won 2 medals for gallantry in the war.
You sound fascinated.
However, my opinion has not changed. The bookmaker gangs have other business, and the communists are too weak to have planned this. I believe the guns were taken by the IRA.
You must not let your personal history cloud your judgment.
What history? That the IRA murdered my father will not affect my judgment.
If you see any guns, check the serial numbers against that list. Your father was the finest officer I ever worked with. I know he'd be very, very proud of you.
Bad week. Oh, there was no moon last night. I checked. Did you do the right thing?
Yes, I did the right thing.
The gentleman would take off his hat, put out his pipe. So you specials only dare come here when you know the boys are away at the fair?
You mean your nephews? Their guns and their razors? Is it them you're lighting candles for?
No. I'm lighting candles for the boys from the garrison who lost their lives in France. There's a list there. Look. Here you didn't make it to France, Inspector Campbell.
You've heard of me. I've heard of you.
Is it the Holy Grail you're looking for?
As a matter of fact, it is the Holy Grail I'm looking for. Something precious, something stolen. Perhaps you know what I'm talking about.
Sorry. Misunderstood your intention when you pushed me against the wall.
Turn the place upside down. Arthur Shelby said you people would help us.
We don't know what you've lost. How can we help you find it?
But I have found out subsequently that I was speaking to the wrong man. Next time, I want to talk to the boss. Licky Tea Rooms, Friday, 10 o'clock. And when I say the boss, I mean Thomas.
Bloody hell's been going on here?
Jesus Christ.
The coppers told everyone Arthur had agreed to it when he was arrested. They said the Peaky Blinders had cleared out to the fair to let them do it.
No, I never said nothing to that copper about smashing up bloody houses.
All right. Which pubs do they do?
The guns, the chain, the Marquis, all the ones that pay you to protect them. The only one they didn't touch was the garrison. Make sure people think we were in on it. Smart as copper. So go on. Drink your beers. Get out. You better show people you're still the cocks of the walk.
And add some cash to the landlords of the pubs. Pay some veterans to fix the places up.
Well, Nipper, give us the bag. So what about you, Tommy?
I have to go to Charlie's to stable the horse. She looked footsore in the box.
Let them see your faces.
So we both know what they were looking for. You don't read the papers.
Racing papers.
So let me tell you the odds. I reckon it's 3 to 1 there'll be a revolution.
I wouldn't bet on that.
That copper's betting on it. He's not going to let it rest till he gets those guns back.
Did he talk to you, Paul?
In the church.
Did he try to find our Ada?
She was sleeping.
Where was she sleeping, Paul?
Thought you didn't care for women's business. He knows you're the boss. He wants to meet you. Will you talk to him?
No. You don't parley when you're on the back foot. We'll strike a blow back first.
Fee, lad, what are you doing?
We're having a fire.
Turn board for your picture of the king.
What?
Bring it to Waterloo Lane.
You all feeling, lad?
All right, it's good.
You're looking the interest, man. Come on, Finn, keep up your way through. Come on. Come on, Trent. Don't do yourself a pop film now. Come on. Harry.
Come on, boys.
Lie up to God, you know what you're doing.
I'm a reporter with the Birmingham Evening Dispatch. I had a phone call. Someone called Thomas Shelby. Come with me. Come on, folks, there's a bit of room. Tommy. You back for us, please, folks? You're Mr. Shelby. All the way back, please.
I am.
You said I would be protected.
You're protected.
What's going on?
There are some things I want you to write down. Now, first of all, it's not the people around here that is loyal to the king. It's the opposite. You see, we don't want our beloved king looking down and seeing the things that have been done to us. So we are taking down his pictures.
But why are you burning them?
We went through hell for our king. Walked through the flames of war, write all this down. And now we're being attacked in our own homes. These new coppers over from Belfast, breaking into our homes and interfering with our women. We don't think our king would want to see that happening. So we are lighting fires to raise the alarm.
May I ask you, in what capacity do you speak?
No capacity. I'm an ordinary man. I won gallantry medals at the Somme. I want you to write in your paper what's going on here. Go on, go.
Come on.
There's a telephone call for you, sir, on the London line.
There is? It's almost midnight.
It's Mr. Winston Churchill, sir.
Yes, sir.
Inspector Campbell, I hear there's been a bonfire in your city.
There was a small fire reported around 9 o'clock, Watery Lane.
Certainly nothing to trouble you about, sir.
Ah, but I'm afraid it has troubled me. Half an hour ago, I received a wire communication from the editor of the Birmingham Evening Dispatch. It seems one of his reporters was invited to the fire and discovered that they were burning pictures of the king.
Of the king?
Any newspaper report which may cause embarrassment to His Majesty is always referred first and as a matter of routine to the Home Office.
I will go down there immediately and arrest those involved.
No, you most certainly will not make arrests. If there are arrests, there will be trials. If there are trials, there will be more newspaper reports, which will necessarily mention the burning of the king's likeness. I put you in Birmingham for one very specific reason. Are you any nearer to finding those stolen guns?
We are making steady progress.
We need results. Good night, Mr. Campbell.
Sir, could I at least ask?
Does this report name any of those involved?
It names a Mr. Thomas Shelby. The report mentions he's a war hero.
I chose this place because it is outside both of our jurisdictions. Do you want tea?
Inspector, I responded to your invitation because I want us to understand each other. I'm a businessman. I want to make my business successful.
And I want my city run peacefully.
Well, if the city is peaceful, business can thrive.
So we're on the same side.
I think perhaps we could be.
Night. How can we be on the same side when I see things like this? My men found this in the bedroom of a known communist. It has your sister's name on it. It was obvious she'd been sleeping in his bed. Are you also in bed with the communists, Mr. Shelby?
I do not share their fantasy. And as for my sister, I've already dealt with the situation.
Freddie Thorne is at the very top of my list.
I'll cross him off. He won't be returning to the city. I'll make him part of our deal.
What deal?
You and your specials will leave my businesses alone from now on. No more raids into our territory, no more smashing up pubs, no more lifting my runners. You will turn a blind eye to all of my gambling operations. Also, I am planning an expansion onto the racetracks. I intend to do business with Billy Kimber. He runs most of the legal trackside betting outside of London. He has policemen on his payroll. I want you to put in a word with the Chief Inspector of Gloucestershire that his men should leave me alone when I make my move.
Forgive me, I don't seem to have a pen. to write down this rather long list of demands. And what do I get in return?
I have what you're looking for. I have the guns.
What guns?
We're not here to play games.
Wait.
25 Lewis machine guns, 50 carbines, 10,000 rounds of ammunition, all in a crate bound for Libya, stolen from the BSA factory-proofing bay. I'm guessing they sent you to Birmingham to get those guns back. Well, to me that hasn't. I have left word with men I trust that if I am taken into police custody for whatever reason, those guns will be shipped to Liverpool. From there, they will be sent directly to Belfast and sold to the Irish Republican Army. All your good work in Ireland will be undone. Each stolen weapon is numbered and marked. If I sell them to the IRA, it won't be long before Mr. Churchill finds out. I imagine you got into enough trouble over the burning of the King's photographs. That was just a taster. If those guns reach Belfast, your life in the force is over. When I have achieved what I've set out to achieve, I will let you know where to find the guns. You'll be a hero. You'll probably get a medal. I'm a fair man. It's a fair offer. Do we have a deal? I need an answer. Right now.
Very well. But I'd prefer if we don't shake hands on it.
Now, why would I shake the hand of a man who didn't even fight for his country?
Grace. I have new information. Thomas Shelby is now the beginning, the middle and the end of your mission.
So what shall I do?
It hurts me as much as it would a father sending his own daughter into a whorehouse, but no matter how repugnant it may be, you must do everything you can to get close to him and find out where those guns are heading. Of course, when I say everything, I don't mean.
You underestimate me in every way.
Here. You are now active on a military operation on behalf of the Crown. And I wish to God circumstance hadn't chosen you
It's what I'm trained for. I'm late for my shift.
Grace. My heart is with you.
Well, forgive me, Mr. Shelby, if I indulge a little.
Please.
It takes a lot for a man from Sparkbrook to step inside this pub.
Anyone with money and good intentions is welcome in the garrison.
Now, you said you had business.
It's delicate, Mr. Shelby. It's a question of who knows what about what. Concerns the factory down the road at the BSA. Now, as you might know, most of the paint shop there is Irish. Big old place like that, rumours get started.
Rumours that there was a robbery.
Robbery of what?
Guns, Mr. Shelby. A serious amount of guns.
And what business is that of mine?
But when it comes to speculation, you can't beat a factory night shift.
Some say there was word from the proof in Bay. It was the Peaky Blinders who took him.
Your night shift must be dreaming.
Maybe they are.
But maybe they're not.
What we're trying to say is, Mr. Shelby, that if you were to hear about the whereabouts of said items, we'd pay good money.
You have good money?
We have the collections from the pubs.
For who do you speak?
The people of Ireland.
The Irish Republican Army.
For a fact?
For a fucking fact. You think we're jokers?
Am I laughing?
Oh, Father, why are you so sad on this bright Easter morn?
Why will you shut up?
When Irishmen are proud and glad of the land where they were born.
McGuire, away and shite. We're trying to talk business
Oh,
here.
son, I see sad memories of you, of far-off distant days, when being just a boy like you, I joined the IRA.
Bravo.
Where are the lads who stood with me when history was made?
What's about what? I'll let you know.
Robert Cree, I long to see the boys of the old IRA.
I thought you only allowed singing on a Saturday.
Whiskey's good proofing water. Tells you who's real and who isn't.
And what did my countrymen want?
Oh, they're nobodies. They drink of the Black Swan and Sparkbrook. They're only rebels because they like the songs.
You have sympathies with them.
I've no sympathies of any description.
Their accents were so thick, it's a wonder you could understand them. Next time I could translate.
You'd work for me.
Thought I already was.
So you are coming to the races. £2, 10 shillings. Right. 10 shillings. Buy something red. To match his handkerchief.
Whose handkerchief?
Moss, what do we know about the Black Swan? An operative has provided intelligence, and it is a place where IRA men gather.
It's just a lot of drunken navigators singing songs, sir. The IRA wouldn't go near them.
And why are two of them looking to buy guns?
Do you have names?
Must she do everything for you?
She, sir.
One female operative has proved more useful than any you great lumps of man.
We are Regular police officers, not spies. We can only act when a crime's been committed. Perhaps I should send some men down to the Black Swan to ask questions.
And scare them all into hiding. Not the best of tactics, Sergeant.
My tactics come from my experiences in France. Most of my great lumps of men served in France too, sir.
I serve my country every day. That'll be all, Sergeant.
Away and shot!
Fancy me, do you? What are you? Copper?
Bloody bitch!
I've seen your face serving at the garrison. Come here. I'm taking you in for interrogation on behalf of the Irish Free State.
The victim had been drinking in the Black Swan pub, sir, the pub that you told me about. And the neighbour said that she saw a young woman leaving the streets where the body was found. A woman, sir. I wondered if there was a connection.
A connection with what, Sergeant?
Well, he said that your spy was a woman, sir. I wondered if there was now a policy. Shoot to kill. Like there was in Belfast.
The Republicans are famously factional. He was killed by one of his own. That'll be all, Sergeant. And they're not called spies. They're called operatives.
Operative, sir, right, sir.
You had no business. Observe and report. That is your remit.
I decided we needed to know where he lived.
I warned you not to let your personal history cloud your judgment. You went after him because he was IRA.
I followed him because I thought he might have information.
According to the rules, I should pull you out of Garrison Lane immediately.
No. Cheltenham's tomorrow.
You take too much upon yourself.
This is an active military mission. Your words. I'm doing my job.
Grace, the death of a base Fenian doesn't concern me. Your welfare does. Killing a man affects the heart. from my heart.
I know that because of our family connections, you take my progress personally. But I don't need you to be my father.
I would be thinking of you.
People keep asking me questions that I don't know the answer to. Is it true your lady got married? So I don't know. Where's she living there? I don't know. Arthur. Who killed the Paddy from the Black Swan? I go. What Paddy? They say. Is it you, Peaky Blinders, who stole the guns from the BSA? What guns, Tommy?
Arthur, after your beating, I thought you needed a break.
What bloody guns, Tommy?
Arthur, I was going to tell you.
You were going to tell me?
Arthur, listen to me. You've had a hard time these past few years, God knows you have. You deserve some rest. We had some luck. Some bloody luck. It fell off a wagon into our laps. And all you need to know is, it's us that has the machine guns now, and it's them that's in the mud. Right. Come on. I have a surprise for you. Come on. Did you have something to do with this?
I asked an acquaintance for an address. She said she'd only give it to me anonymously. She was afraid of the consequences.
Whose address is it?
Tommy, I'd like to suggest a strategy.
Your message said you have an address for me.
Anonymous tip-off. The address of Stanley Chapman.
You promised me Freddie Thorne.
This is instead of Freddie Thorne.
No deal.
Inspector, Stanley Chapman is a bigger fish than Freddie Thorne. He's currently holding £200 in cash, given to the Communist Party by the Russian government. That's right. Chapman has snow in his boots, and all you need is a shovel. If he talks, you'll have proof. You might even get that medal.
Now, before I give you the address, I want your word that you'll let Freddie Thorne and my sister leave the city.
Very well. You have my word.
I'd say our little truce is proving quite productive for both of us, Inspector. I'll get the information and protection, and you, well, you get Bolsheviks.
But on a more pressing matter, I'm afraid that Mr. Churchill is becoming impatient. And I fear that if you don't get back those stolen weapons soon, I will be replaced. That'll be the finish for me, that's for sure.
When my business with Kimber is done, the guns will be returned. That was the deal.
Then I'm in your hands completely. You hold all the cards. But I hope to God that my dismissal doesn't come before your decision to hand back those guns. And I say this for your sake, because if I were to be fired and it were your fault, I would do things that would shame the devil. My fury is a thing to behold. On my last day in power, for example, I would see to it that you and your scum brothers have your heads stoved in with mallets and spades. And your sister, too. A baby inside her would be of no consequence to me. The only one to be spared would be your little brother Finn. He would, however, be lifted as a juvenile and dumped in that part of the adult prison where men have the most appetite for boys like him. Oh, that would be a dark day indeed, Mr. Shelby. If my dismissal comes before your decision. You understand? And know this. The clock is ticking.
These cigarettes have a strange smell, Arthur. They smell like rotting water. And look, rats have gotten some of them. They're stolen, are they not?
Don't ask.
They smell because you keep them in the boat.
What do you care now? Can you come and check my adding up, please?
You know, you should make a new start with this place. Do it properly. These cigarettes are not fit to sell.
Smells like Gallipoli.
You should find a new place to store them.
It has to be far away from coppers.
But not rats.
All the wharves have rats, Grace.
What's wrong with a dry warehouse?
Tommy's orders.
What orders?
Always keep contraband near petrol boat moorings.
Don't boats get searched?
We moor them at junctions. So there's more than one way out. No looks are in a mile, so we can move that stuff fast.
Your brother doesn't obey the law, but he has rules. Precise man, your brother.
Is my heading up, right?
It is now.
1, 2, 3, and 4. And we'll search them one by one. Please, Lord, let that which I seek be found here.
Not so much as a bullet, sir. Just more cigarettes and whiskey.
Arthur tells me you've been asking questions about how we run our business and how we get our booze and where we keep it.
I'm just trying to help.
Let's you and me go for a walk.
Where to?
Come on.
Why here?
You're a good Catholic girl, aren't you?
Yes.
Well, then you know it's here people come to confess. After you. Well, here it is, Grace. I'll confess. I need someone. Kimber has an advisor by the name of Roberts. He talks well, keeps the accounts, runs the legal side of the business.
And you need a Robert.
Arthur tells me you have ideas.
I'm not an accountant nor a lawyer.
No. No, but you have something I need. Class. I need someone who looks right at the big meetings. Epsom, Ascot.
Is this a job interview?
Arthur says you're good with numbers.
Well, that's relative. He's quite poor.
You keep the books in order.
They were chaotic.
But you're a liar. No Catholic girl would enter a church and forget to make the sign of a cross.
You're very perceptive.
First you lied to me about that pub you used to work in. And now I find out you're a Protestant.
Do you care?
No.
I like to fit in.
You pull a pint like someone who's thinking about it.
This isn't an interview. This is an interrogation.
Sit down. Look, Grace. You're washed up in a place you don't belong. For whatever reason. My good fortune.
And perhaps mine.
You know that most of what I do is illegal.
I'm not blind.
And yet you'd still be willing to work for me.
Are you offering me the job? Then I accept.
There's something else you should know. A very important detail about my reasons for employing you.
You disappoint me.
Do you resign?
No. My appetite for the work has only increased.
Tomorrow I'll show you around.
He's obviously not stupid. All we found was stolen tobacco and whiskey.
Which you left in place?
Of course. It would never endanger you. You're doing well, Grace.
I've been working on Arthur. He's easier.
And Thomas.
Yes.
Less intelligent.
Yes.
Is that a word you'd use about Thomas?
It's your word. He has promoted me. He wants me to be his bookkeeper and secretary.
A cutthroat gangster with a secretary. The pretensions of these hoodlums are quite breathtaking. Are they not?
Yes, quite breathtaking.
He's obviously fallen quite heavily for you.
Thought you'd be pleased.
Just hope you remember who you're dealing with here. A man who cuts off ears and cuts out tongues.
I know what he is, sir.
The difficulty with undercover work, Grace, is to remember what you are.
I come here with good news and I get this.
Grace.
Grace. Taking £5 from petty cash, all right?
We don't have £5 in petty cash.
Then I'll take what we've got.
Count it and leave a receipt. Arthur, there are things in these books I don't understand.
Likewise.
Every week we pay £1 10 shillings by postal order to a Daniel Owen in London.
Danny Whizbang. Hangs around the pubs in Camden Town Wharf for us. Keeps his ears open for business. He's a good man.
I thought Danny Whizbang was dead.
You thought wrong, didn't you?
But I've seen his grave. He was shot.
Now, that was a show to satisfy the wops. Tommy just shot some sheep's brains at him.
He was buried in his grave.
Now, look, Grace. You know what's good for you? You don't ask questions about things that don't concern you. Never, right? That's for you. Don't tell Tommy I took this.
Mr. Shelby.
Who's asking?
My name's Byrne. I'd word from your man in Camden Town you wanted a parley.
Then parley it is.
A few months ago, a man named Ryan came to this place with a view to buying some goods from you. Mr. Ryan met with an accident. He was shot.
I heard.
He was a man with a quick mouth. I know that. I wondered if he made any enemies in here.
None that I know of.
Not the kind of place to make enemies.
All are welcome here, Mr. Byrne.
Including Irish?
Oh, especially Irish.
Ryan told you he was a member of the Irish Republican Army. Was he still welcome?
Like I say, any man who buys beer is welcome.
Perhaps you didn't believe him.
In pubs, sometimes people say things. Sometimes it's the whiskey talking. It's hard to tell which is which.
As a teetotal man, I find it amusing. Except when it ends in tragedy.
Would you like some water and cordial, Mr. Byrne?
You see, Mr. Shelby, Ryan, for all his quick mouth, was indeed connected. Very well connected to our brotherhood. By membership and blood. He was my cousin. I'm from South Armagh. I'm a man of influence there. Cordial and water would be grand, Mr. Shelby.
Rice, bring some water and cordial to the snug.
Yes, Mr. Shelby.
My cousin cousin came to buy guns.
And I told him I have none.
Your man Danny Owen talks a lot when he's drunk. He says the Peaky Blinders do have the guns, robbed from the factory down the road. He boasts about a stack of Lewis machine guns and enough belts of ammunition to hold up God's trousers.
Yep, that sounds like our Danny. He has an imagination. Like I say, sometimes it's the whiskey does the talk.
He says only the brothers know where the guns are kept.
Well, Danny also says he sees German infantrymen in the back of milk carts. And he shoots them with his broomstick.
We have men on the BSA factory. They say you has them. And we have men who work in the police station. Every finger, Mr. Shelby, every finger in this city points in one direction. Please don't mistake me for a fool. Let me get to the point. I don't care what kind of half-arsed tanker operation you have going here, but I can assure you, I represent a very different category of organization. My cousin was shot. I am judge, jury, and executioner. I find you guilty and I pass sentence. You deliver the guns to me, or I deliver death and hell's fury to you and your little tribe of heathens. Am I making myself clear?
Let me confess something to you, and only to you. I have the guns, but they have become a burden to me. Perhaps it is time to unload that burden for the right price.
Malachi Barr, Brigade Commander of the South Armagh IRA. You hooked yourself a big fish there.
With these guns as bait, who knows what we'll catch?
We? Are you suggesting that you and I could work together as a team?
Perhaps we have more in common than you think, Inspector.
Can you deliver him?
With your help. And I want word put out in Ireland that I was not involved.
So I'd be solving a problem for you.
And I'd be winning you that medal.
If I get a medal, I will have your initials engraved on the backside.
Oh. My initials on your backside. It's quite an image. Inspector, since we're getting on so well, can you answer me a question? Who gave you Freddie Thorne?
As everyone in the city knows. It was you, Mr. Shelby.
I'll leave that open. No.
Are you expecting trouble? At this hour?
Midnight is as good an hour as any.
What the hell is going on?
When the St. Andrew's bell strikes midnight, 2 IRA men are going to come through that door. When they have what they want, they plan to kill me. It's your job to stop that happening.
Could have given me some more warning.
I just got the message myself. I wanted me here alone.
And barmaids don't count?
No, barmaids don't count. No. You're going to be in that back room. I'm going to be sitting there. When I make a toast, you're going to come out with that thing raised. You don't shoot, you just point. I'll do the rest.
You killed him?
No, the police want him alive.
Police know about this?
Look, just hold it up. Just point. Right? Right, go on, go.
Back here. If damage is done to either side, it's no concern of ours.
Lost your Thursday.
Just show us where.
Give me the cash. You're gonna need a shovel.
Thick fucking tinker. Do you think we'd let you live?
Make your peace, Master Shelby.
Make my peace my own way. To barmaids, you don't count. You've seen me.
And you've seen me. I'm sorry.
You were supposed to come in the 6th time. You were supposed to come in the fucking 6th time! They refused to surrender. They fought well, they were brave men.
Well, he looks like he was killed by a wild fucking animal. Still, this never happened. They were never here. Who cares?
Get the bodies out of here.
All right, are they? They're making the lady uncomfortable. I'll leave you two lovebirds to it then, eh?
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
First of all, let me say, I had no idea he would involve you in this ugly business. If I had, I never would have let it happen.
He trusts me. Told you that. You didn't believe me.
Right. Sergeant Moss made a report which he could have burnt. He said that when he entered the room, you were embracing.
Is that your primary concern? An embrace?
No, my concern is for your welfare.
It was me who killed them. I had no control.
You've been living with beasts.
It was the beast that tried to stop me. I believe last night something inside me changed. I no longer feel the need to avenge my father. The hatred that I brought here with me is gone. And therefore my reasons for joining the service.
You want to resign?
I think our mission has come to a natural end. I think I know where the guns are hidden.
You do? So tell me where.
If I'm right and the guns are found, you have no more business with Thomas Shelby. Is that not so? Our military mission will be over and we can leave the city as we found it.
Are you trying to do a deal with me? Because if you are, you must be explicit.
I want your word that Thomas Shelby will not be harmed if the guns are recovered. Your word as a gentleman. Will you give it?
Now, why would you want to save him?
Residue of sympathy.
Sympathy? You mean sentiment?
Yes. In his way, he has been kind to me.
Sentiment?
Yes.
You're too good-hearted for this work.
Perhaps. So for my sake, will you spare him?
You have my word.
A week after the robbery, there was a burial at St. Andrew's churchyard. I have found out that the man supposed to be buried is alive. Arthur is quite transparent. I learned that the funeral was attended only by the brothers. And the grave that they dug was far deeper than your average, and lined with lead. Thinking about the damp. The guns are buried in that grave.
And tonight we will dig up that grave.
When my family thinks that I'm safely in my bed, oh, from morn until night, I am stretched out at your head, calling out unto the earth with tears hot and wild for the loss of a boy that I loved as a child. So I am stretched on your grave, and I'll lie here forever. If your hands were in mine, I'd be sure they would not set my apple tree, my brightness. It's time we were together.
Well done, boys.
For I smell of the earth, and I'm worn by the weather.
All but one gun accounted for.
Then, sir, I resign my commission.
Good. Good. So, I am no longer your superior officer, and you're no longer my subordinate. And therefore, regulations permit me to offer you this. I'm a simple man, but a good man. And my admiration for you has turned to love. I don't ask for love in return, just recognition that we are like minds, we're shared values. Grace, will you marry me?
Mr. Campbell. You deserve better.
Is it him between us? Is it the beast that dug that grave? Is it him?
My resignation will be with you in the morning.
You may take satisfaction in a great victory. A terrible consequence has been avoided. Those guns that we dug up will never be used to murder the innocent or usurp the status quo. But even though we have solved a crime, we have as yet failed to punish the criminal. This man who dug this grave has also dug his own. He has proved a deadly menace to the King's peace, and tonight we will strike him down. We will drive our sword through his black heart. We will pursue him into the rat holes that he infests. And finally, we will rid this city of his kind. Justice will be done, and will be seen to be done. Amen.
There's going to be trouble now, Finn. You look after yourself, do you hear me? I'm going to be gone away for a while. Right, go on.
Send a telegram to Mr. Churchill. I have news, very good news. Tell him the business I came to attend to is now complete. I'll be leaving the city. There's just one matter I need to tidy up first.